Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to do some readings specific to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus to get some, as you can see by the title, love messages and guidance for this month of January 2023. So feel free to check, as I mentioned, those specific placements. And if you have stelliums or are drawn towards another one, then check that one as well. Take the messages as they resonate. Don't force them to fit. You will know if the message is for you or not. And take it with a grain of salt as well, because I'm not being held responsible or liable for whatever shit goes down on in your love life. All right, capiche, cool. All right, let's dive into this, my loves. Hey Leos. So, before continuing, I wanted to just let y'all know I was planning on doing all the readings back to back, and Spirit said no. And I've been noticing this energy with myself recently too, about having a healthy balance between doing and then being, and not being super tunnel vision into either, but knowing when to take the right foot, then take the left foot, and then keep moving forward step by step, alternating between both energies. And that's true forward movement, irrelevant to whether it looks like it when you're resting or not. Because when you rest, you're able to be more productive. When you rest, you're able to be super focused on whatever your energy is going towards. When you're trying to push, when you're trying to force, when you're just trying to be productive and do, you're more likely to lose focus. You're more likely to hone in on details that are not that important. You're more likely to make more mistakes, and you lose sight of what's most important. You lose sight of the bigger picture. But when you're able to take a few steps with doing, and then alternate, change up the energy, and start being, and start resting, you're able to remind yourself to do the both. The bigger picture, and then hone in. The bigger picture, and then hone in. The different perspectives that are being shown to you, it's happening on all aspects of your life. Personal, friends, career, love. But of course, we're focusing on love. For these readings, for this series, I wanted to focus on love specifically for this month. So, see how that's impacting your love life this month, my loves. Very redundant with all the loves. Anyways, have a cup of tea with me or sip some water as we go through today's reading, all right? I have mine here. Cheers. All right, let's do this. I feel the need for y'all to slow down. Really savor the moment. Savor your drink. Savor every bit that's being presented to you in your love life. Stop trying to speed things up so much. Stop trying to focus on the next thing that you can do so much. So this is what I'm saying. When you hone in, yes, you're able to focus on finer details, but you're forgetting about everything else around it that may also need your attention just by focusing on the one thing. Word coming to me is also nitpicking. Be careful of this month, with whether it's with yourself or your partner or the dynamic that you two share if you are coupled. Or if you are single and trying to date, don't nitpick at the specific details or one or two things of the person. Don't try to find flaws and make it an excuse. Not for everyone, but that's for someone out there. We have surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Yeah, this is the issue, the perspective. I can say it multiple ways, but it's the same thing no matter how you slice it. When you hone in, you can't see it all. Your nose deep, you need to zoom out, right? Let's see another surrender message. I would like to come through for Leo placements. Make sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and any other stellium placements you may have. But those personal planets matter the most. So, yeah. For Leo's love life, it feels like you guys may be struggling with feeling like you guys are doing enough. Am I doing enough? Am I not doing enough? On the opposite spectrum of that. There are certain things that you wanted for your love life, for your relationship, for your potential partner, potential relationship, that you seem to be frustrated with. And the answer lies in, what haven't you been doing? What have you been focusing on, and what have you not been focusing on? Let what you have been focusing on be the magnifying glass for what you haven't been addressing. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So this is what I'm saying. Take a step. Look, we literally have steps, this bench or ladder, whatever the situation is here, going into the light. We have a mirror here with butterflies, transformation, reflection, projections. What's mirroring back to you that's showing you where to step next, where to take the action next? This is the doing that's being addressed, and this is the being that's being addressed. Can't have one without the other, right? Also, another message coming through is, don't be so focused on everything that you think is going to work as the only way that you will do something about it. I hope that makes sense. It's like, I'm gonna use an analogy here, right? I don't like working for someone else, but I really need the money. I need the steady income, so I'm gonna like self-sacrifice and put up with this job, this 9 to 5, even though I really don't want to. That's not the only solution to have steady income. Same way, apply this concept to your love life and resolutions and achieving goals when it comes to your love life and whatever you want for it. For some of you, this may be taking the next step. For some of you, this may have to do with finances. For some of you, like just throwing out randoms here, getting a house, getting engaged, getting married, moving in, having a baby, moving. It could be anything that has to do with the love and the finance aspect of it, because clearly I used that example for a reason, right? But it may not be exactly for you. Like that exact situation may not be for you. It could be different, right? Let's see. What are some themes for Leo's love life for January 2023? All in all, focus on more avenues, different perspectives, all right? Romantic feelings, interesting. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. For some of you that have maybe been wondering why someone's not coming forward, or why they're not like professing, or why they're not like, why they're acting differently than what you feel or what you once did here. I feel something around that. You're not tripping. Now, if you're the one that's feeling the feels, Don't deny them any longer. You feel something for a reason. Stop denying it. Especially on a day like today, on this weekend like this one. Cancer full moon, baby. It's all about letting the feels come up. It's all about letting those waves hit you one by one, but not being drowned, or dragged under. Your emotions are energy trying to move through you, so let it. Quit trying to hold on to it. Quit trying to deny or suppress them. It's only going to create more of a tidal wave, more of a tsunami within you. All right? Make the effort, exactly. If you feel something, do something about it, period. Bottom of the deck is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Feel like some celebratory energy coming through here. Feeling like needing to, like I said at the beginning, needing to slow down, savor the moment. But bringing this message right back to this. Feel something. Don't just focus on one feeling. Don't just focus on the negative or the heavier feelings. Let it be the signals that it's supposed to be. Something feels right, lean in towards it. Something doesn't feel right, let it speak to you. Be an observer about it. Don't believe the thoughts that come up as a result of it. And then do something about it. It's your emotions are, as I said, energy moving through you, but it's also communication from your soul. What is being communicated? Well, that's for you to decipher for yourself. I can't tell you that, nor can anyone else. Someone can help you get there, but it's your responsibility to, that's the word, isn't it? Emotionally regulate. Some of you have been running in loops about certain problems, certain clashing, certain tension. To which your answer is, do something about it. You know what the problem is. I feel like you guys know the resolution, but you guys aren't doing much about it when it matters most. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Stop focusing so much into your no's and focus more on your yeses. Let your no's be an indicator of what your yeses will be. It's a perspective and a narrative shift. Narrative. Perspective and narrative shift. Leo placements. What did I say about the butterflies, guys? Transformation, right? Here we are. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Yeah. I can't help but notice all of the nature elements in all of these cards. And then I can't help but keep looking out my windows here in my apartment and just looking at the trees specifically. Verb confirmation, thank you, Spirit. How do you anchor while still being flexible and moving with the wind? That's what trees do, right? They're rooted, but they keep growing. And they still are flexible with the wind, but tall enough to not just fall over the second a breeze comes by, or even strong winds. The strength of that tree is determined by how much it's nurtured and then able to endure when a storm comes through. And that's something I feel that you have been and will be going through this month in your love life. How strong is your foundation? I think it's really being shown to you when it comes to your romantic relationships or your beliefs about romance. are they really able to endure the storms? Because there's not just ever going to be one. There will be disagreements, there will be clashing, there will be tension, there will be arguments. But the severity of those arguments, the severity of the pain that's caused from those said disagreements doesn't necessarily mean they have to be there. That's a choice we make. What foundations have you built with your loved one, and what needs to be reevaluated? What deserves to have a heart-to-heart, if you will, a proper discussion of what is working and what is not. And then once you identify what is not, bringing more yeses to the table once again. Stop putting off that conversation that you want to have or that's been eating away at you in the back. And it doesn't need to be all serious. It doesn't need to be like this ultimatum. I believe that, if anything, it can be made light of. Have the conversation, but bring a sense of playfulness and lightheartedness into it. If you notice, there's these two images of embraces happening, of slight kisses happening on both. I would even go to the extent of saying, like, make a date out of it. There's like picnic elements I'm picking up on here. Going out for a walk in nature. And that's something that, once again, I noticed the nature, correct? I highly recommend it. When having those difficult conversations, it's best to have them in nature. It's best to have them while walking. You're able to regulate, and that's a theme I'm seeing with Leos. You're able to regulate better and transmute that energy. It moves through you, it channels through you in a healthy way. Easier, quicker, better. So you're not at each other's throats and nitpicking constantly. Or you're not like completely worked up to the point where you just shut down and can't have the conversation, then a cute thing pushed off. Procrastination 101. Right? Try it out at least. Don't knock it till you try it. Even if this means like not even have a conversation with your partner yet, but having one with yourself, like getting your thoughts together, right? Having this conversation for some of you is going to lead to this transformation. What do you see mirrored back to you when you try to bring this up? Because it's something that's happening within you as well. It's not just about the other person. We only pick up on, we only perceive what we already have within us. To some extent. We are only triggered by something that if we still need to heal it on some level. All right? Yeah, I like it. All right, guys. Let me know how this resonates with you guys. Comment below what your Leo placement is and how these messages resonate with you. Share it with a fellow Leo placement. All my links are down below. How to donate, how to book a reading, or where to rather. My Instagram page for more content. And make sure you check your other placements because there's layers to this, as most is everything in life. All right? I love you guys. Remember, savor it. Savor the moments. Let those moments speak to you. Let those emotions speak to you. And emotionally regulate. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one.